Hey there folks, this is GreenyXI welcoming you right back to Let's Play Crash 2. This is episode 8, probably the final episode of the series. It definitely will be actually. In the last episode we did all of the final world except for the final stage and the boss and the credits and all that. We did the almighty pissing it away first time somehow, except for a couple of deaths in the death route after a checkpoint, but I didn't care about them at all. Once you reach that point, that checkpoint in the death route, you're sorted, so I was very happy with how that turned out. Now we're going for the final stage, spaced out. We're going to go for the really tricky route first, and then we'll be going for it the normal way. So I'm not going to bother about crates this time through, because there's 2 different exits. Unlock a new path by earning all of the coloured gems. Exactly. And because we got all the coloured gems, we're going for it now. Sort of a death route. Sort of. It starts pretty much from the entrance, so it's hard to die by the time you get there. Sort of, again. I say that, I remember this bit now. I did die a few times. You can't touch the edge of the platform. Oh shit. Here we go. Oh, you can die quite easily again there actually. What was I talking about? Here we go. We've made it. Blue gem. We've got a blue gem. You can take on this platform. You need all the gems to get every platform to appear along the way. I'm not sure what you're meant to do if you haven't got all of them. I guess a platform doesn't show up and you just gotta die or quit or something. Oh. Do apologise, Mr. Life. Shit. Shit, that was quick. You'll see why it's tricky. And here we go again. This time I won't do so badly. Maybe. There we go. Oh, this is... It's all about the timing. There's no checkpoints along the whole way now. Okay, just right. What? It was down. Yes. Oh, shouldn't celebrate so early, but you know, I'm ecstatic about that. Here we go. Okay, I see you. I see you, sir. Right, it's good. I'm trying to see as far right as I can before going. We're gonna have to slide and jump, aren't we? Probably not, actually. No. Even still. Okay. We're gonna have to slide to kill the enemy, I think. That was actually quite close. Okay, that part ends hard. The first part was harder. Okay. We're gonna have to get on this thing. Once we're on it. Right. It's fine. It's going fine. My palms are sweating like mad. No, I don't want to risk it too much. Right. It's just touching the tip of the orange that's stressing me out a bit. Having all the lives then helping me one bit in relaxing. Right, okay, that wasn't too bad. Where are we to now? Okay. This is going to be the hardest part, I think. Right. I don't care about the lives, so I'm not stressing out about those. Okay. As long as you know that you can hit them twice without having to stop, you're fine on those. Oh, that was easy, actually. That was quite simple. We've had a really easy time. Cold Hard Crash was the hardest this game has given me this time through. This playthrough. Yeah, it was fine. Good. As you saw, no crates there, so amazing. All the lives were just out in the open for you. So that's one run through the stage done. We now have to go through a second time seeing the normal stage. That is, I keep saying this, but that was such a relief. Sorted. Let's go back in. Give me a shout if you've noticed any difference between like the first episode of the playthrough and this one in terms of loading times and stuff like that. I haven't. In terms of the Pro, I haven't noticed any difference in this game. Oh, shit, I thought I would have got killed then. I walked right on the orange, so I probably should have done. Never mind, oh. Never mind, he says, if it's a bad thing. Bye, path. Not touching you. We can even die. We don't even have to worry about any sort of death route. Right. I don't like this part so much either. Ah, there we go. It wasn't too bad. We could go up there and get a couple of apples. I think there might be a life up there as well, maybe. Not too sure about that one. But, you know, checkpoint. Nice. This is like the... Oh, shit. This is like the death route of pissing it away, isn't it? The tube with all the nitros and stuff going on. Oh my god! He don't open up as quickly as I think he will. Which means I could slide it in time if I really wanted, but... I didn't. Oh god! I'm gonna let my nerves get the better of me right now. There we go. Slide it. There. Yeah. Ooh, I nearly jumped on his legs, or his arms. Yeah. Bonus stage? Why not? Gonna have to. Right. This don't look like it's gonna be easy either. I can't remember the bonus stage, so maybe it won't be too bad. Doesn't look like it involves any backtracking, like I'm pissing it away, so... You know. Should we go over or under? I think over. Obviously under. Let's go again. Okay. The nitros are placed awkwardly. But, you know. There we go. Just gotta bang your head on it a bit. Come on, we gotta get on top. We gotta get on top. Oh, shit. We have gotta get on top. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Considering I couldn't quite get the sliding down properly. You'd think the TNT would break the metal boxes, but... Oh, Christ, here we go. I should have used that to get on top first. Oh, I didn't know how many crates were left and it stressed me out. How many bounces on the crate? Ah, we done it. I hope. Come on. Yes. I think the other 6 were nitros, were they? I can't remember who... Yeah, they were nitros, of course they were. They were positioned awkwardly, wasn't they, at the start? Good. See, these harder stages give you a ton of lives, so if you're going for the 99 lives, and you're really good at the game, probably good to do it here. I think we needed to go over all of that without jumping in the middle. Yeah, probably anyway. Oh god, slide really fast. Yeah, checkpoint as well. Shit. Right by the checkpoint, so thank you, game, for being kind enough to give me a checkpoint right there. Oh god. As for by you, not so grateful of the game. Ah. Yes, made it over. I'm sure I touched the orange on it, but I will not complain. Right, go all the crates. Just gotta make it through without dying now, which hopefully be okay. Oh god. You shit of a game. Ah, there we go. Not that bad. Oh! That is all the gems collected, folks. And all the crystals. So, I'm sure Mr. Cortex will have something to say in a sec. After we've done all his hard work for him. Whew. I think I would prefer playing this game without going for all the secrets, in terms of just playing on my own. I mean, I've seen them all now, so yeah, is done.
Yes! My plan is nearly complete, and I have you, Crash Bandicoot, to thank for it. Engine, what's happening? What's that? Is she stealing our signal?
Crash, Cortex isn't gonna use the crystals to contain the planet's energy. He's gonna harness the force and use it to power the super Cortex vortex he's built on his space station. One blast and the ray will cover the entire world, turning everyone into Cortex's mindless slaves. Crash, don't let him have those crystals!
Engine, you fool! She's telling him everything! Oh, yes, we're back now. Pardon the, interruption. Crash, bring me crystals!
See, she couldn't have told us that a million years ago, could she? Anyways, boss time. Our good old Mr. Cortex is our final boss once again. Damage his jetpack to keep him from escaping. I found this very underwhelming. I thought Engine was a harder boss, or at least a more irritating boss. This one I thought was just like the stage before you get to the boss, but it's just not. It's weird. I see if you agree with me now, if I haven't seen it before. The hardest thing is the controls. Only have to hit him 3 times, you just got to catch up with him without hitting anything. Come on, we're nearly to him. You got to do it in a certain amount of time so that he doesn't get to the end, kind of thing, but it's not too difficult. I mean, I don't know how close I was to not killing him, but before the end. But I had to stop and backtrack. That's going to cost us, but he stops, so you know, can't be that desperate to beat us, can he? Shit. I thought that hit me. Oh well, we're done. That is the final boss, and they're the speed boots you get for beating the game, so you can go back and go through all the stages to get the time trials, the relics. I don't think you can probably get the platinums without them, or even the normal ones. I couldn't anyway. I got 1 or 2. Anyways, I'll leave you to watch what the game has to offer in the end. There's still more for collecting all the gems, so I'll see you in a moment. Oh. Once the loading screen's done, of course. Can't forget the loading screens.
Crash, what do you suppose happened to Cortex? And what about the Cortex vortex? It's still up there.
Yeah, it's still up there. What are we gonna do about that? Well, you'll see now. That's you being told as a player. Go back through the game and get all the gems. Do it now. It's funny how you don't see that guy who you're collecting the gems for, except for that one tiny bit at the start of the game, when I think you get your first gem or something. And what's coming up next. So I found that a bit weird, because you see Cortex all the way through. I suppose there would have been too many interruptions of the gameplay if you had both Cortex and the guy who was going for the gems. Like, his name's left me, but all the time, if you add those little interruptions all the time, it would be a bit much, maybe. Anyways, as for this game as a whole, I loved it. I prefer the first game. I prefer the island hub worlds to the little sort of characterless warp rooms. They don't do anything for me. They're too empty, kind of. I know some of them has got sewer. One of them's got a sewer theme. One of them's got a snow theme and all that sort of stuff. But even then, they don't go together because you only have. You might have 1 or 2 stages of that theme in that place, in that world. But then it just goes on to random other themes, like in the snow theme, the snow world. You might have a water one where you're going upstream without snow around, and it's just a little bit weird and disconnected for me. I'm hoping the third game does that a bit better. I haven't played it myself. I played tiny bits with my cousin when I was like 10 or something, like a good 15 years ago or whatever, somewhere around there. And I played a little bit then. I saw a bit of it when he played it. You know how it is when you're little. You go around your cousins, if you got any, and you play games. That was my upbringing anyway. Anyways, this game as a whole, the graphics are really good. I had a look at a little bit of the graphics from PS1 days. They looked really good back then for what they were. And I think they still hold up today. But a lot of new gamers, I think, are sort of graphic whores. They have to have up-to-date graphics or they won't play a game. That's a bit weird to me, but it's just the case now. You talk to people online and that's how the younger people seem to think, weirdly. It's all about the power and the graphics. But yeah, the graphics are really good, and I think this has updated them well enough to bring in that newer generation of gamers. The music, amazing, just amazing. They've updated the music. I can't remember what it was like before, so I can't really do a comparison or anything. But even still, the music's incredible. I love it. It fits the fun theme of the game so well. Super special shout out to Naughty Dog. Yeah, good. They should be given a shout out. Anyways, the gameplay, really good. I do think that the gems are more frustrating to collect this time through than in the first game. Like in the first game there was the odd coloured gem that you would have to not die for and get through, which irritated the shit out of me on some stages. But on this one I think there's more stages that are really irritating, especially when you come towards the camera. You have to run towards the camera and not have a clue what's coming, so you have to edge your way all the way through. It slows you down and it really irritates me. But as a whole, Crash Bandicoot really works, and the addition of the slide and the belly flop, good. The slide especially, the belly flop, I'm not too bothered about. I could have done without, I suppose, but it was something new, and I didn't dislike it, so I'm fine with it. Story, very basic, child's game story, I think. Not something that you're going to go back to the game for, but at the same time, I don't think platformers need good stories. They need something very basic just to keep the game going. It doesn't even need that really, but if it's got it, it's got it, and this does. So, replayability, plenty of gems and relics and loads of stuff, especially when you finish a game and get the running shoes. You can run through the game so much quicker, and that's fun as well. It makes the stages feel even more different by pressing R2 all the way through. That's about it really. As a whole, like I said, I prefer Crash 1, but Crash 2, it improves on a couple of things. So, I think it's really good. I can't remember what score I give Crash 1. I would probably give Crash 2 0.5 less out of 10, but that still doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's just not quite as good in my eyes, and that's what mini reviews and reviews are. They're just biased opinions, that's all they are. Got to decide for yourself if you want to buy something, right? Yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about really. That's another mini-series done, and it's ended up in less episodes than the series of the first game, which shocks the hell out of me when I thought I was better at the first game than this one, and that the first game is quicker because you don't repeat stages. Unless you die, you know, to go back to certain things. You repeated the odd stage when you had a coloured gem, but they were normally quite quick to get to anyway. So, yeah, I don't know what else to talk about now. We'll just watch the rest of this. Eddie-chan. It's always so hard to think of something to say for credits. That's why I always do my little mini review thing, or what I think of each segment of the game. It's just a pastime really. While the ever exciting credits are rolling on that we all really want to watch. I thought that said Omar then, like Pikmin. It was Omer. Omer. I don't even know how to pronounce it. O-M-E-R. Omer. I don't know. It's like Homer, but no H. Matt Lucky. Oh, I love that surname, Lucky. I love it. Oh no, the music's not just changing. We're gonna have tons more, aren't we? See, this is why I wanted to make this a separate episode from the last one. I knew it would take forever. I love seeing... oh, excuse me. I love seeing credits when you see, like, foreign names... oh my god. Foreign names right next to, like, English names. You know what I mean by that. Ooh, voiceover director, Mary Elizabeth McGlynn. I never knew that. Is her the singer from Silent Hill? Oh my god. Is that the same one? Is that... oh. She was a part of Crash. I mean, not a big part. There wasn't much voice acting in it, but... wow. That's my... that's... that's my discovery of the day. Wow. I just can't imagine that. A kid's game to such an adult game like Silent Hill. No. So weird. See, it's worth watching the credits after all. You never find this sort of stuff out otherwise. How'd you pronounce that? Jason Lemke. Like lamb? Lemke. Yeah. I don't know. Glenn Vistante, she was higher up as well. I can't remember what she did as well though. Richard Tom. 2 first names. Weird. You never see any Welsh names in credits. Not that I ever watch the credits much, but whenever I do get bored enough to do it while waiting for them to finish, never see Welsh names. Oh, time trial developer bests from the first game. Oh, I don't want to watch these bits actually, because I haven't played the third one yet, and I don't want to know the names of the stages. I've already been spoiled on a new concept of 1 or 2 of the stages, because people were complaining about them in a review I was watching. I shouldn't have watched it really. It was by Super Gaming Bros. I might have mentioned this last time through the first game. Still going. It's yeah, so... oh my god, still going. How many stages are in the third game? There we go. I think, yeah, there we go. I had my hands over my head again. Over my face. Dolby. Dolby's in everything. They do everything. No bandicoots were harmed in the creation of this game. I beg to differ. We didn't even go and unlock her. We could do that now, I suppose. Is there any point now? No, not really. No, we won't. Screw her. We've saved the world already. Oh, we will do now. We got one more cutscene, like I said, for getting all the gems. I do want to show it off. It's like in the attic. It's up above the 5th world. Oh, okay.
You have acquired all of the gems. Incredible! Crystals are not the only means of harnessing planetary energy. The gems have that ability as well. And with them, I can destroy the Cortex Vortex forever! Let me warp you to my completed laser installation.
Such a nut. Okay, up we go. See you in a sec.
We are ready, Crash. Would you like to do the honors?
There we go. There's the secret ending for all the suffering he went through for all the gems. You get to finally destroy Cortex, which is amazing. I'm sure he comes back in the 3rd game, but you know, there we go. That's all of it. Hold down R2. I can't do it, can I? Unless you're in a stage. It would normally R2 would normally bring up your Crash or Coco thing, but nope. Anyways, that's the end of another series. Bloody hell, that seems to have gone by so fast. And it has. With 3 mini-series in a row, next up we are going for a longer series for sure. It's going to be the sequel to a game we've done before, because I've been wanting to do it for quite a while, but I didn't want to do another game in this genre straight after what we did before. I don't want to give away too many hints, but there we go. So, this has been GreenyXI. I hope you've enjoyed this series. I've actually loved making it. I was expecting to have a lot more suffering towards the end with pissing it away, Call Out Crash, and the final stage. But no, it turned out fine. It turned out pretty much fine. So, thank you so much for checking out my channel, for checking out the series, for checking out any video. I'll see you again in a bit with a longer series. We're getting back to a longer one, which will be a nice change after these really short ones. Thanks again for watching, folks. See you again in a bit.